Hello and welcome to an algebra tutorial video learning about single variable inequalities. We're going to go over an example of solving a two-step inequality problem here, learning about how do I find the solution set. So here we've got 9 times x, 9 times some unknown number. We're going to try and solve it. And if I subtract 15 from that, I want that to all be less than or equal to 33. So there's my problem is, well, what is the unknown solution set? What are all the possible numbers that I can put in for x that'll make that whole left side less than or equal to 33? So we got to use some algebra here. We're going to solve it out. We're going to do things to both sides, being careful of if we ever have to multiply or divide by a negative, and see what we get here. So all right, so let's draw my line down to help me remember to do stuff to both sides and see where we get to. So again, solving inequalities, I almost said equation there. Solving inequalities, I want to get rid of whatever is being added or subtracted first. Again, kind of doing those reverse order of operations, everything we've learned in solving equations. So I'm going to add 15 to both sides. I'll have 9x minus 15, but if I add 15, the whole net effect of that becomes 9x plus 0. Those cancel each other out. So now we've got 9 times x, and 33 plus 15 is going to be 48. So we've rearranged it, we've simplified things where now my inequality is 9 times some number. That part has to be less than or equal to 48. So it becomes a one-step problem now. So to solve that part out, I'm going to do the opposite of multiplying x by 9, which is to divide by 9. The net effect of multiplying but then dividing, those are opposite operations. They just divide each other out, leaving just 1x. But if I multiply or divide the left side by 9, I got to divide the right side by 9 as well. 48 divided by 9, 9 goes into 48 5 times, because 9 times 5 is 45, which means there's a remainder of 3. So 48 divided by 9, 9 goes in 5 times perfectly with a remainder of 3, and I'm dividing that 3 by 9. So, and I divided both sides by a positive number, so I can leave the inequality the same. So there we go, x is less than or equal to 5 3/9, and I can simplify that 5 3/9 to 5 1/3. Reduce my fraction down. So there we go, there's my solution. In my original equation, as long as I make x some number less than or equal to 5 1/3, it's going to make this whole thing true. All right, hopefully that's a good example for you, a helpful example of solving a two-step inequality.